have you seen Star Wars?
A lot of Star Wars fans are really happy about the announcement last week that we're getting the Knights of the Old Republic remake from Aspyr. Darth Revan, Bastila Shan, maybe even people like, or droids, not people, HK-47, are probably going to return in this game, but there's probably going to be a new take on the story of the Old Republic as well. We really don't know yet because we only have a teaser trailer, but because it's the internet, then someone will always find something to be mad about. Within a few hours after the announcement, some fans claimed that the new KOTOR remake will be an SJW woke nightmare. That's right, the SJWs are apparently back to ruin Star Wars for us all. So what is so SJW about this new Knights of the Old Republic remake? Is Revan now a transgender force user trying to take down the patriarchy in the new game? Or does he turn gay halfway through and realize that the real enemy was capitalism all along? But that's not the actual case. The real reason people are mad is because one of the new writers for the KOTOR remake is named Sam Maggs. Now, Sam Maggs has already written Star Wars comics in the past, but because no one really cares about the comic books for Star Wars, they really couldn't get attention for being outraged about that. They didn't really know about her at the time. So now that we know she's attached to the KOTOR remake, and we know that we don't like her political views, then we know that we now have a reason to not like the new KOTOR game, because out of the countless number of people working on this game, this one lady will somehow ruin it for all the white people. For all the Star Wars fans. I took some time. I took some time out of my day to actually look into this lady, Sam Maggs, and here's the first thing I could really find about her, the first interview, and it's a video from 2014 about GTA 5 Online having an issue with people hacking and modding the game, taking over the game's code to troll people like her. So let's just take a listen to the clip.
Sam Maggs stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. And she says these new rape scenes only illuminate that.
It's violating, it's triggering for people who have survived assault in the past. It's a visual representation of all that terrible verbal stuff that you get as a woman online.
But that clip isn't the main reason people are upset that she's working on KOTOR. It's her tweets about Star Wars as well. It all kind of mixes into one bag. If you look at this post, they compiled all the tweets from Sam that they don't like, that doesn't sit well with these people. And looking at it, I mean, there's nothing here that I find outrageous or really awful. I mean, I guess it's a crime that Knights of the Republic isn't her favorite game, and she's not allowed to like any other Star Wars game, apparently. She seems like a pretty avid sequel fan and a big fan of Rey, which I'm not a fan of either, but that's completely fine if she's into that. She definitely starts to fit the SJW norm when she talks about white women having internalized misogyny and trying to take down the patriarchy herself and whatnot. It's very anti-Republican kind of tweets and stuff, which I don't really care about people's political beliefs, but I don't respect the fact that she said people were scared for their lives when the former president, Donald Trump, became president. I think that's really hyperbolic. I think it's a sad life you're living if you truly think that, and I think it's completely disingenuous to actually perpetuate that kind of shit into the mainstream newsphere. But anyways, yes, Sam Maggs is clearly a left-wing liberal who wants to take down the patriarchy, and if I had to bet, she probably would say that Donald Trump was the worst president of all time. And with all that to be said, I still don't care that she's working on the Knights of the Republic game. I simply don't. Do I think I would enjoy talking to Sam or engaging with her on any level? I personally hope so. I hope we would find something to talk about, but from the looks of it, no, not really. It doesn't seem like she's a pleasant person to talk to. She seems like a very unhappy person who just literally repeats what the Washington Post or the New York Times says. But with all that to be said, none of this means that Sam Maggs should not be allowed to work on the Knights of the Old Republic game, because if I don't want her to work on a game due to her political beliefs, then I'm no better than the cancel culture from the liberal left that we also desperately apparently want to stop. It makes no sense to me how a lot of these YouTube channels and pop culture commentators get outraged over Gina Carano being fired for her political commentary, yet don't want people who give contrary political values and political commentary, people who don't align with their values, they don't want them to work on Star Wars games because, well, you know, they're not allowed to work on that because they're left-wing liberals, and that's not right. It's cancel culture. It's literally reverse cancel culture, and it's absolutely baffling that they cannot see that. They live in a house without mirrors. I don't think they even own a mirror at this point. Look, George Lucas is a very, very socially liberal person. That man is my role model for film and movie making. He is the reason I've gotten into filmmaking. but I know damn well that if we talked about politics, we would vastly disagree. But with that said, our different views doesn't change the fact that he is a great storyteller, and I shouldn't refuse to see another George Lucas movie because we don't have the same values politically. I mean, they literally just announced that the new remake for KOTOR was happening, and you people are already upset about it. Like, not even within a 24-hour time span, people were upset about this remake. Sam Maggs is the one person out of the thousands of people working on this game. Do you really think that she is going to have a vast influence over this game and how the story is told in order to fit her narrative about the patriarchy or liberal shit? I really don't think that's the case. She's a writer for the game, so she will have an influence over its story elements. Maybe just character elements. We really don't know what her influence and what her role in this game is going to be. But the Lucasfilm Story Group will have far more to say than Sam Maggs will when it comes to the story, and they're also very strict on what will and won't be in these stories. The most I think Sam will do is probably give female characters like Bastila Shan more character development. Over the past 5 to 10 years, a lot of females in the gaming industry have felt that there have been a lack of strong female characters for some time. They feel like they haven't been represented well. So if Lucasfilm wants Sam to come in and help them solve that problem, I really don't care. And then if that's the case, good for the females around the world who enjoy her work. If they don't like it, then that's their problem. If they like it, then good for them. I can't judge this game since I know next to nothing about it. So to already dismiss this game because of one writer means that you lack an open mind and the ability to separate the real world from the stories that people tell in their mediums. I'm not worried about Knights of the Old Republic becoming Knights of the Woke Republic, and honestly, neither should you. Look, not everything is politics, not everything has to be political, and when there's a group of people who make everything political, despite the fact that no one else is, it's kind of clear what their goal is. They're either here to make you mad, they're here to make money, or they're there to do both. They're there to cause chaos. It's absolutely annoying that our fandom has turned into this, that every single Star Wars announcement, and I mean literally every single one. I cannot think over the past 2 to 3 years a single Star Wars announcement that hasn't immediately been turned into some culture or some political debate among us Star Wars fans. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's going to get worse if we don't allow ourselves to change and kind of reform the fandom by looking at ourselves and going, okay, maybe we should take politics out of it. But that's just my humble opinion. What do I really know? Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like to support the channel. If you want to leave a comment, let me know what you think about Knights of the Republic possibly, maybe, we're not really sure because we still don't know anything about the game becoming woke. Do you think it's going to become woke? Do you think it won't? I really don't think it is anything we have to worry about. But subscribe to the channel to see more content like this and stay up to date on the latest news in Star Wars. I'm Star Wars Only. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.